are the major changes in government leadership and how might they affect the country's direction?
Well, I'm going to be very critical. And I'm not going to mince my words.
Okay.
And my friend here, he knows me very well.
I think
As of now, the worst performing currency in the world is the naira. Since 1999, we've been told the wrong path. Obasanjo, kudos to him. He made some nice moves. Kudos to him. Yeah, though I can't really rate him because, of course, he didn't really spend a lot of time in government. So he was just there for a couple of times. So some of his policies end up getting truncated, or I think that's the perfect English. Yeah, that's the perfect word to use. Like some of his policies didn't get to see the light of the day. It didn't get to fruition. Sure, you understand? Jonathan got to government and it became a mess. Honestly, it became a mess because you can't be in Aso Rock as president of the country and you are not that decisive as a leader. You are not there to make friends. You are there to restructure, to make decisive decisions. So he messed up in that regard. And then 2014 came. It became a deciding factor when it comes to our democracy and our economy. And people became bamboozled by lies. By lies from the media controlled by APC. That's the simple truth about it. Personally, I lost friends who could have been great friends today. But then, of course, why should your father? I keep telling people, you are better off than your parents. Obviously, they sent you to school. You are now more exposed than them, and yet your thinking is not better off than them. Of what use is that education if you are not thinking properly? You can't even go back to your history. We all know what Buhari did. Jan Konde was trying to do a project in Lagos, right? And Buhari stopped it for no reasonable reason. You end up bringing a retrogressive, a mentally retarded woman. I'm sorry to say that. You bring him into government and you expect him to do a miracle. It's not possible. Do you understand? It's not possible. So at the end of the day, I never expected anything reasonable from Buhari. And I told everybody then, I said, God will all keep us alive. We'll be here in the next 8 years and we will see who will laugh last. Do you understand? And again, in 2019, I think that was the last election, the same thing ended up repeating itself. What on earth do you expect from Tinubu? Why should anybody buy into the idea that Tinubu developed Lagos? Do you understand what I'm saying? That should not, for me, it's a mirage. It's some sort of charade that these people are trying to peddle. That you developed. What Lagos did you develop? Are you trying to tell me that Jack Konde did nothing in Lagos? Are you trying to tell me that Bawa did nothing in Lagos? Are you trying to tell me that Lagos was not formally a federal capital territory? Are you trying to tell me that formally Lagos was not one of the first point of contact with the colonial government and benefited from it? Are you trying to tell me that Fashola didn't do something in Lagos or Ambode didn't do anything in Lagos? Are you trying to tell me that in the next 10 years, peradventure, if the constitution admits it, that Tinubu should come to government? Are you now trying to tell me that what is this man's name? Sanwo-Olu, bidding of all this railway or something that he's doing? Are you now going to attribute that development to Tinubu? Was he the one in government? We have to be able to remove emotion from a lot of our actions so that we can, to some extent, reach a favorable conclusion on a lot of our issues. Conclusions that will benefit us. So for me, I don't expect anything positive from any of these guys since 2015. Even Jonathan, when he was coming to government, I don't expect anything positive from him. Yaradua might be better. Obasanjo obviously did a good job. Yaradua might have been better if he had stayed longer in government. So their policies have been retrogressive. It has been anti-people. Their policies have not helped anybody in any way, and it is pushing Nigeria into a hole that Nigeria might not recover from. Do you understand? So that is just what I want to say, and that's why I said I'm going to say my mind.